Good morning to everyone. My name is B. Ravi Babu. So today we are going to discuss about types of transistor amplifier configurations. So it's very important in examination point of view. Is it clear? So there are three configurations. First one is common base configuration. Second one common emitter configuration. Third one common collector configuration. Okay. Let's see detailed about in these three configurations. Okay. So first of all, what is common configurations? Here, common is common for every terminal, emitter, base, collector. But why we should take as common base configuration, common emitter configuration, common collector configuration? Let's see. Okay, so generally these three terminals, emitter, base, collector, which is make it as a three things. One is input, output and common. Based on these three connections, which is named as configurations. Okay. What are the three cases? One is input, output, common terminal. So based on these three pins, which is named as common configurations. Okay, that is nothing but types of transistor amplifier configurations. Okay, let's see. So what is input, what is output, what is common terminal in the sense based on these three transistor configurations. First one is common base configuration, second one common emitter configuration, and third one common collector configuration. Here I have drawn respect to configuration circuit diagram. First one is common base configuration. Okay, here this is input and this is output and this is common terminal. Okay, based on these three things we can design the circuit transistor configurations. Okay, input, output and then common. In case of common base configuration, which terminal is common? Base. Okay, why? Because it is nothing but what? Common base configuration. So common base configuration in the sense, which one is common here? Base is the common. So I have drawn here base is the common. Okay, between input and output. Okay, see is the here this is the common between input and output. Okay, here which one is common here? C, base is the common. Your topic name is what? Common base configuration. So base is the common between input and output. What are the remaining terminals? Emitter and base. So this is the symbol of transistor, emitter, base and collector. You can easily identify which one is common, which one is input and which one is output. Here base is the common terminal and input is the emitter and output is the collector. Is it clear? So based on these terminals you can identify what type of configuration it is. That is what common base configuration. Common is nothing but base is the common between input is what? Emitter terminal and output is what? Collector terminal. Okay, let's see here. What is input current? Emitter current, because it is a emitter terminal. Whereas what is output current? C, that is what? Output collector current. And which one is common current here? Base, that is base current. Okay, so input and output and then common base. Now how we can able to connect supply here? Based on the type of material, N-type NPN transistor and PNP transistor. As you know that previous classes you watched my videos, recent videos, you can able to understand how it will be connected as a supply voltage between emitter base junction, collector base junction. Okay, here N, P, N. If you connect as NPN, then based on these connections you can applying the supply voltage easily. Okay, similarly here also. Why? Because emitter base junction is forward bias, collector base junction is reverse bias. Okay, if you know the concept about those things, you can easily identify which one is common, which one is input terminal and which one is output terminal. Okay, and in next class we will discuss about in detail about this configuration. We need to calculate current amplification factor and the value of IB, IC and then IE. Okay, let's see in detail about in next class. And next one, common emitter configuration. You can easily identify which one is common terminal here. Your topic itself you can say that. That is what common emitter configuration. Easily you can identify common is what? Emitter. Okay, what is input terminal? Base. And what is output terminal? Collector. You should remember input, output, common. You just remember these three things. Based on the configuration, you can easily identify. Here my topic is common emitter configuration. First of all, which one is common? Emitter. So you should draw like this, emitter. Okay, and then obviously which one is input? Base, and then collector. Is it clear? So now this emitter which is grounded, and then between emitter base junction is accordingly P, N and N, NPN transistor. Accordingly, forward base junction is nothing but P type. P is connected to the positive and N is connected to the negative. Then it acts as a forward bias and it is a reverse bias. Accordingly, NPN transistor, you can easily identify the supply voltage. Okay, so it is nothing but common emitter configuration. Is it clear? So common emitter in the sense, emitter is the common between input and output. What is input terminal? Base. What is output terminal? Collector. Now what is my current in input? Base current. What is my current output? Collector current. What is the common? Emitter. Okay, what is output voltage? This is VCB. What is input voltage? This is VBE. Okay, so this is nothing but common emitter configuration. Finally, you can easily identify common collector configuration. So which one is common here? Collector is the common. Input is what? Base. Output is what? Emitter. Okay, so simply based on the terminals and configurations, you can easily identify the which terminal is input and which terminal is output and which terminal is common. Okay, here common collector is C. So C is the common, and then between input and then output. Input is what? Base current, and output is collector current. So accordingly, N, P, N. According to these materials, that is NPN transistor, you can easily identify by the supply voltage. Okay, so these are the three configurations which is discussed about in this in detail about in next class itself. Okay, so next class we are going to discuss in detail about common base configuration, common emitter configuration, common collector configurations. Okay, so I hope you understand this concept today's class, and you can we have any doubts regarding my class, please drop a message in my comment box, and thank you for watching my videos. Thank you very much.